WRFM News. For our sponsor, General Trades, professional roofing, maintenance and restoration.
It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Belinda De Lasheras with Hunter News. The Awabakal Aboriginal Land Council has laid claim to a 2.2 kilometre section of Newcastle's rail corridor in a bid to derail future development along the thoroughfare. The Land Council is arguing the corridor, along with several other sites in the city, were no longer being used or occupied for a public purpose and therefore eligible to be claimed. It's prompted fears the move could become yet another obstacle in the state government's plans to install light rail, after the body used the same argument to successfully claim the former Newcastle Post Office building last year. A member of the Bandidos outlaw motorcycle gang has been charged following an alleged aggravated break-in near Lake Macquarie. Around 2:30 yesterday afternoon, two men allegedly stole a number of items from a home on Sealand Parade at Fishing Point, including watches, alcohol and cash, before fleeing in a silver Audi sedan. Senior Constable Angela Corbett says the same vehicle was later located at Taralba.
Inquiries led officers to a home on Lakeview Close, where they located a silver Audi sedan and a man entered the car. The 21-year-old man entering the car was arrested and the car was searched. Investigators will allege they located property from the Fishing Point home and over 180 grams of cannabis in the Audi.
Newcastle Rugby League Premiership winner Brad Murray has pleaded guilty to mid-range drink driving after facing Belmont local court yesterday. Police say he consumed 6 schooners of beer in 4 hours on November 29 before driving south on the Pacific Highway at Belmont, where his Holden ute was seen drifting between lanes. Murray registered a blood alcohol reading of 0.11 and will complete a traffic offenders program before being sentenced in March. Hunter TAFE students are set to reap the rewards of greater course flexibility, thanks to funding contracts to be delivered in this year's rollout of the Smart and Skilled Education Reform. The scheme allows government-subsidised programs to be delivered across a range of courses, providing pupils with job-focused learning experiences. Acting Hunter TAFE Director Christine Warrington says the funding will have a significant impact.
Hunter TAFE was successful in gaining a contract through the state government's Smart and Skilled Reform agenda, and what that means is we're going to be able to offer a number of students what we would call a government subsidised place in courses from Certificate 2 up to Certificate 4 and diploma level.
The federal government has given Wollombi Valley Landcare Group a green thumbs up, with the collective to receive $10,500 in funding under the National Landcare Program. The 25th anniversary grant will be used for ongoing maintenance work, improving the water quality of Wollombi Brook as part of the Aleppo Street Extension Rehabilitation Project. Shadow Minister for Agriculture Joel Fitzgibbon says the money is being put toward a worthy cause.
Well, landcare groups do wonderful work in our community. They extend beyond the reach of government in ensuring the quality of our waterways, for example, but also dealing with problems like weeds on agricultural land, working hard to ensure the maintenance of our environment. It's good news.
Now with sport, Cecilia Connell.
The Newcastle Knights have their fingers crossed the decision to include Jared Mullen in the Auckland Nines won't come back to bite. The star playmaker tore his hamstring in last year's inaugural tournament, consequently missing the first 5 games of the NRL season. It's compulsory for all clubs to field at least one of their top 5 players in the competition, determined by salary cap valuations. School children are being encouraged to take to the springboard, with Hunter United Diving Academy concerned the region may be at risk of losing the sport if numbers don't increase. With fewer than 20 youngsters in a club which once boasted over 100 members, the Academy is running Learn to Dive clinics from next week in a desperate attempt to generate interest, and a short farewell will be held for Japanese football team Samurai Blue at Cessnock Sports Ground this morning, following their stay in the region leading up to the Asian Cup. That's sport. I'm Cecilia Connell.
2NURFM News Time is 26 to 7.